All right, welcome back, everybody. So today I have a very special guest today, Steve Schneider with Homes for the Homeless. Steve Schneider is the CEO of Homes for the Homeless. He spearheads efforts to provide safe and affordable housing for vulnerable populations. Under his leadership, the organization has grown rapidly, offering practical solutions to homelessness through innovative approaches. Steve, welcome today. Happy to have you.
Hi, Letitia. Thank you so much for having me here. It's really an honor. I appreciate it.
Well, I want to hear, and I'm sure our audience wants to hear, how did you come up with Homes for the Homeless? How did it get started?
Well, sometimes tragedy always offers forks in the road, and we all have choices when those things happen. And so, like many people here in Sonoma County, I lost my beautiful home in the fires, and I ended up spending 18 months in a hotel here in town. And I hadn't even realized how much homelessness we had here in our own backyard until, watching the weather patterns change while I'm seeing the hotels, hearing people cry at night and noises, and watching them just sleep on the creek and getting even washed away when the rains were. It was just horrible. And I had done a lot of business overseas, and I saw a lot of solutions that were taking place there for homelessness, and realized that, maybe if I got together with a lot of my business associates, we could make a dent in this and do something about it. And so we just started the foundation just to do that.
Yeah, you just get it started and then go with the flow, and once you get it started, and then you're like, okay, now I can really do something. What am I going to do? So what are some of the projects that you've done here, just in Sonoma County? I know you've been all over the place, but just here in Sonoma County.
In Sonoma County, we were really good at gathering up the community, and it was really amazing to see how the community came together when we had a good project to offer. And so one of the successful ones that we did were taking a lot of, in partnership with like the Boys and Girls Club and Habitat for Humanity and other wonderful nonprofits, including Santa Rosa Police Department and the Probation Department, not just nonprofits, but all the community and community leaders. It was amazing. And we did a vocational training, much like what you're doing, and we tried to come up with something that would be on a micro level to teach all of the trades, and we came up with shower bathrooms for the homeless. And so we through those shower bathrooms on a micro level, from roofing to siding and framing and insulation and electrical and plumbing and solar and everything you could think of, was in a micro level, available to teach these students, and the community came together. So many people in the industry, from Home Depot to Friedman Brothers to pizza places and everyone you could possibly imagine. I couldn't even listen to thank all the people that came together to do it. It was really amazing. And we successfully graduated young, females and males and all race and color. It was beautiful. And so it was they started out, very introverted, and at the end of this, they were just ecstatic and ready to face the world. And each one of them, received, certificates from Senator McGuire's office and Gore's office and our office. They had so many certificates, anybody would hire them when they left.
Gosh,
and so it was really exciting to see it happen, and the community was so supportive. And even when we had the finished bathrooms at the fair, and we had people up from the city, and they saw all the community members that got involved, and they're like, wow, we would like to live in a community where the community really just jumps in, and we just don't have that in the city, they said. And so I started to think about that. I'm like, you're right, this doesn't happen everywhere.
That's right.
It happens here, though. And so, the community helped me. When I was, lost my house, people were offering me their clothes and anything. It was amazing what it was being offered back then, and it continued on.
It's a big impact that you're doing, because that's when we first got connected, is when you were building the bathrooms, and I just saw everything that you were doing and seeing the impact that you were making, and I'm glad that you continue to do that, and I know you want to do that in a bigger way. So what are some of the newest ideas and projects that you have coming up?
Well, in our original plan was, of course, housing, because I was witnessing so many people being unhoused, and it originally started with Bloomberg, looking at all of the people that we had involved, Bloomberg, philanthropy division, and and they invited us 3,000 miles away to build a community in Newark, New Jersey. And it was a huge success during COVID in the middle of the winter and building fully compliant housing. But we used shipping containers back then. And although, we were getting people off the street, and it was a huge success, and people were surviving and comfortable and had pride of ownership, putting their shoes on the outside, it was really amazing. But they were still just a square box cubicle. Yeah. And so as we started to evolve as a nonprofit, it was like, what can we do to make it better? And so we started to just keep raising it up a notch. And coming up with more dignified ways to create affordable housing, and not just for people that that were homeless, but people that could be facing homelessness.
Correct.
I mean, it's not just about that; it's preventing it. And so dignified housing is something that we all deserve. And so for the last few years, I'd been working on that, and it finally has come to fruition with a phenomenal manufacturing partner called Vessel. And they primarily were doing luxury, tourism housing. And when we had this conversation with them, they thought, wow, yes, let's make affordable housing for people together. And so, the light bulb clicked really fast. And now, 30 days from now, we're going to be bringing in some of the most dignified housing you will ever see in the affordable housing sector. It will blow you away.
It's very exciting because, we do talk about homelessness a lot. We do have a problem still here, here in Sonoma County and everywhere. But it's also affordability, for people that, the median home price in Sonoma County is $807,000, right? So most of the people that I know, even though they have great jobs and, they'll never, be able to buy that $807,000 house, but they want to be a homeowner. So it's about figuring out ways to be able to make our, low income, our at-risk community be able to have pride in ownership. Is this Vessel project that you're talking about something that's going to be helping people to be owners in that kind of a way?
So I'm glad you asked that, because these what's unique about these is that they're so affordable. They are literally the Ritz-Carlton of affordable housing, as if you could have that comparison, and they. And they are fully compliant housing. So even though they have a small footprint, they're so ergonomically designed that when you walk into one, you don't feel like you're in a small home. Everything is in such a perfect place, and it's so efficient that you're just comfortable, and they're fully compliant. So these are housing that you could get a mortgage on, and a traditional housing, but at an affordable price.
I imagine, I'm thinking about, in our trades academy, we teach them about real estate. We bring in realtors. They talk to them about how they can be homeowners one day and, also be able to, be investors and things. So listening to you with the Vessels, it makes me think about how our young people can be homeowners, at an early age, and be able to start building wealth, and also be able to help build their credit to be able to buy something bigger later. But this is a great opportunity for them, and also other families, like low-income families as well, that they'll be able to, have a home that they own.
And it really is that way. I mean, that's how you start. Buying a home is the biggest financial commitment that anyone makes in their entire life. And when you become a homeowner, your whole life just changes. Yeah. And your credit, everything improves. And losing my home in the fire, I acquired a lifetime of stuff. And just lots of stuff. We're a country of stuff. And losing everything was sort of it forced me to have a minimalistic lifestyle. And so, minimalism as a lifestyle has phenomenal statistics, health and welfare and, credit scores, everything. The people that are living minimalistic lifestyles just have a lot of statistics that are better than others. More time to vacation and all these great things. And so if you really adjust your life a little bit, you can live a very good life in a smaller space and really enjoy living.
Yeah, and tell that to my husband. We need to clean out the garage. Wait, did he hear that? Oh, anyway, I guess he probably did. I'm on the radio. I agree with you. I mean, I've seen pictures of the vessels, and even my brain is thinking. I'm like, wait a second. I don't need 900 pairs of shoes. I just need my regular, the things that I just need every day. I have a whole new respect for just being, like you said, minimalizing a little bit more and not needing so much stuff.
100 pairs of shoes is just fine. You'll be surprised how you can survive with only 100 pairs of shoes. Life still goes on.
Well, it's something I'm really excited that, Life Foundation had, I'm thankful every day that I met you all those years ago, because we have just the same goal. We want to help our at-risk, our underserved community just have a better life and know about these opportunities. So Life Foundation, we're going to be collaborating with you guys on this through our vocational program and making sure that we're helping our students and graduates be able to build, imagine that pride, right? They go through the program, and then now they're going to be building this housing for,
I am
their
so
community.
Excited about that. And I'm glad you brought it up, because, nobody can do this alone. And through partnerships, things can really evolve rapidly. And so, it's really about the people. And with you taking lead on this house building project and graduating these students on a routine basis, and us supporting you from the sidelines and making sure you have all the things that you need to make this a success, we have enough experience to know how it works, and you have the experience to do it on a volume level. It's just the perfect marriage. And so I'm just so excited about this, and I know all the partners involved can't wait to start the project. And so we're really happy that we met and that this is taking place.
Yeah, Steve, it's been really, really great having you here today, and hopefully everyone got to learn a little extra about what you guys do and the work that you do, and hopefully people will be able to help support you guys as well. homesforthehomeless.org. You guys can go, and that's the number 4, by the way, and you guys can go and check out what they're doing. You can also see photos of the vessels and check those out, and just get involved in some kind of way. You can know that Life Foundation and Homes for the Homeless we're working together to create a better world for everyone. So, Steve, thank you for being here today, and we look forward to hearing more about what's going on.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, everyone. So that was Steve Schneider with Homes for the Homeless. We will make sure to list his contact information on our website and also on KSRO, so that way you can get in touch with him and learn more about these great opportunities. Next month, we're going to be featuring Kathy Goodacre with CTE Foundation. We're going to talk about workforce development and STEM and all these great things that are available to our young people in the community. Thank you guys for listening to us, and we hope that you tune in next month as well. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed, and lovely day.